I'm just preheating my air fryer for air fryer crispy wings. There's no carbs in this really. Okay, I'm preheating my air fryer to 325 degrees. And this one has a timer on it. Just turn the dial and set it for whatever you like. And I'm setting it. It's a fairly small basket. I've got some wings here, some detached wings. The recipe for this is going to be below in the comments. And I've got the drumettes and the winglets. And that's about what will fit into this size of air fryer. I've got pork rinds. And these are just plain pork rinds. I use a cup and I use a little metal bowl like this, and I just crush them down like that. First thing we want to do is take some mayonnaise and a silicone brush, and I've dried the wings off on this plate, and I'm just going to dip in, and I'm just going to paint both sides of the wing with some mayonnaise. It's a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise. Depends on how many you're going to be making. And I know you're going, oh, I could eat all that. Yeah, we all can. But whatever your air fryer will handle, we want to coat these really well on both sides. So I'll just do that now. We don't use panko, so this is a lot like panko. It's going to be a really nice crispy wing. And we're going to put some seasoning salt in. I really enjoy this buffalo chicken seasoning. And that's my new favorite chicken seasoning. And I've got a couple tablespoons, but you don't want to kill it here. So I'm just going to probably put about 3/4 of that in. Just mix it up with my fingers. Lowry salt, seasoning salt. This calls for seasoning salt, and I'm using this fancy stuff, Cool Runnings buffalo chicken. But Lowry seasoning salt, it's so salty. I gave my jar away. I just couldn't handle that. It's way too salty. There's some Parmesan cheese. Now, I normally do this with a freshly grated Parmesan cheese, but I found in the last while that you can. I've tried it with the sprinkled Parmesan cheese, and it works really well. So a couple of tablespoons of that. Just mix that up. Got some fresh ground pepper, half a teaspoon. And I'm a chili head, so got some red chili flakes, if you like that. Just mix that up. This is preheated to 325 degrees. Now the reason why I like 325 degrees is because I don't want 350 where it's going to brown the coating on this like too fast and the chicken's not cooked. You want to cook it nice and slow but get a nice crunchy crust on the top. So I've got my dry mixture. And now we're going to take the preheated air fryer bucket out. Now this one here, this is kind of small, right? So whatever amount of wings you think you can fit in here without really crowding it, that's what you want to do. And we're never going to shake it. We're going to flip it. So I'm going to put this in like this, and I've got a coconut oil spray. I really like this. It's just a refined coconut oil. I'm a huge refined coconut oil fan. And we're just going to spray the bottom and the sides, even though it's Teflon. I'm going to set this off to the side like that. I'll take these wings and I'm just going to pat them in. Perfect. Oh, these are so good. Wing night. And I'll just put them skin side up. In we go. Just the right amount of coating. I'll stick that one off to the side. It's kind of crowded, but it'll still work. I'll put this in. Now this one has a dial, so I'm at 325. I'm going to set this for 10 minutes. It's preheated. 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll flip them. I'll just go wash this. See you in a couple minutes. Okay, so there's our first 10 minutes. And at 325, we're sneaking up on this, so we should be pretty good. If your air fryer browns this a lot, then you can flip it over. But it's all common sense when we cook this, right? So I'm just going to move a couple of these around just to expose some of the coating. You can put them on an angle like that if you like. You can flip them over if you want. Just don't shake it. We don't want to shake this, right? It's just going to pull the coating right off. Especially if you have an instant fry, that's where you put it in, it stirs it around, just take all the coating right off. So I'm going to put this in. I'm going to go for 10 more minutes. Let's turn my dial. There's 10 minutes, 325. After 20 minutes, I set the timer for another 10 minutes. So 30 minutes in total. Look at that. It's wing night. I kept them apart. I didn't really flip them, but you can, you know. Don't shake it. Don't shake it. But they're kind of separated, and I've got a beautiful crunchy skin. Look at that. That's fantastic. Okay, so that's finished. Now, for a serving sauce, I have a couple of suggestions. You can do a Louisiana-style hot sauce and butter. Recipe is below in the comments. I love Sambo Olek. I like this. It's very, very good. You mix it with a little bit of butter, or you can do Louisiana. There we go. So I'm going to put these onto the plate. There we go. Yes. Air fryer crispy wings. Thanks for watching.